Today, after a couple months break due to scheduling errors, the Blacklist collection returns with a new design. But first, because of that break and because some of you might not know what this is, I'm going to explain what's up. I worry quite a lot about manipulation of what people can see, especially on the internet where it can be done in very sneaky ways. Related to and on top of that, I also worry about digital ostracism, manipulation of who and whose stuff you can see online. And because of this, there is a practice that bothers me greatly. Social media block lists, and specifically block lists made to be spread and shared, especially if there is an implied judgment of the people on that list. For example, GG Auto Blocker that will help you avoid harassment. What do you think your name being on that list suggests? People blindly deciding to use these tools is quite scary. If enough people are using one of them, whoever's in charge can just slip someone they don't like in there and they disappear. I wanted to do something constructive against this practice, in protest of it, and the Blacklist collection is what I came up with. I thought artists stand to get screwed more than almost anyone else by this practice. Nowadays, social media is so valuable a tool to them in getting their stuff seen, that anything impeding that is a serious disadvantage. In addition to that, I've been extremely disturbed to see that people in creative fields have been adopting these lists. The Independent Game Developers Association at one point promoted one of them. Imagine being invisible to anyone who could offer you an opportunity. To oppose these lists and to try to provide some kind of balance, I've decided to create a small opportunity that only exists for people who have been affected by these lists, and possibly other related issues. The idea was to, ideally every month, take an artist who I think is suitably skilled and has been affected by this stuff, get them to make a t-shirt design for me, promote their work, and let them make a statement if they want to. I think you get the point. So here is this month's artist, Sarah Salanica. She's written a short message introducing herself. Heya, I'm Sarah, or Sarah Salanica, or Elfkin Salanica, as some know me. A 25-year-old illustration graduate who is now working as a freelance adult artist / illustrator, with my big current project being a long-running comic that I would summarize here, but it's a little on the not safe for work side. In my free time, I play tabletop games such as Dungeons & Dragons, Warhammer, and others, and play games, mostly terrible MMOs. In terms of how I've been affected by the use of block lists, while it has not been too hurtful to my work, thankfully, the idea that a person's views and/or perspectives can get them potentially screwed over from finding work, especially in an industry that's already super crazy competitive, is honestly alarming. Art is a form of expression, even if you might not always like what a person has to say. To try and silence that is completely against the idea of what art is. You'll notice I'm not showing any of her work. I'm not entirely sure what I can put on YouTube, but there are links to her art in the description, so go check that out, if you're an adult. Most of what she draws is beyond lewd. What I can show you, though, is the design she's made for me. Pretty nifty, right? With the brain colors being incorporated into her hair, which turns into blue flame. If you like it and would like it on a t-shirt, for the next couple weeks it will be available through Teespring via the links in the description box below. Profits split evenly between the artist and me. If you like this picture but don't want a shirt and are an adult, she's asked me to emphasize, please go and check out her other work below. Share it with anyone you think would like it, tell her what you think of it, whatever you feel like doing. Thanks for watching, and the Blacklist collection should be back on track as a monthly feature.